As you can tell, it's a little bit foggy. I am headed to the West Coast, so got to get to the next job site. Sometimes I like to take these back roads because there's nobody out here and less traffic and idiots to deal with. It's a bit of a bumpy road, so I'm just trying to keep it muted so you guys don't have to listen to everything rattling. You'd be surprised if there's any skinwalkers out here. I've seen some weird stuff. Can't explain it, so wouldn't be too far-fetched. Even had a cop pull up and like out of nowhere pull up behind me, swerve around me, and keep going out of sight. And further up, come to find out that there was like a truck and a Tesla pulled over to the side, and a big old cow. I mean, huge. It was weird because when I drove past, it looked like a dinosaur. There's something out of Jurassic Park. I mean, obviously it wasn't that huge, but it just reminded me of it. And yeah, the truck hit it, I guess. And I'm not sure if it unalived it or not, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened. But the truck looked like intact. The Tesla was intact, so it was very odd. But yeah, the police officer blocked the road, and I had to like slowly inch around him to make sure that I wasn't unsafe as I passed them on this road. Yeah, there's a lot of farmland out here, a lot of woods, and I would say, okay, what's up? All right, Caitlin, in case you're wondering, I'm muting when I'm not speaking because there's a lot of rattling, and right now the road is nice and smooth. But yeah, there's a lot of animals out here. I have been hit by what I believe to be a bat in the middle of the night flying around out here. Like I could still see it hitting the window, the windshield, just like sliding across the windshield. And I want to say it was a bat. It was pretty big too. But yeah, you never know. That's why you got to, have your eyes on the road. Even in the fog, I got to slow down a little bit because, again, you never know what's out here or who's out here. I'd have some music playing in the background, but I don't know how to have both the phone and music going without the radio and getting demonetized for the music. Yeah, there's bears out here. Got to watch out for that. I've only seen it once, and when I say it was a cub, so Mama was around somewhere, and I wasn't about to stop. Yeah, they repaved this road last year, so it's still bumpy, but it's smoother than it was back there. Back there, everything was rattling. Yeah, thanks for stopping in, everyone. Caitlin was here. We have Cougar Man, which we know him as MILF Man. Who else was here? I want to say Shadow was here. Yeah, Shadow. And Robert Martinez was one of the first ones that stopped in and say safe travels. So yeah, I appreciate it. There have been some horror stories out here. So yeah, it is. Put it this way, I'm so comfortable out here, it's not as big of a deal anymore. But when Death Dealer and I and Tiny Giant first took this road to avoid all the traffic of the interstate, I tell you what, we were both like, well, yeah, the two of us, because Tiny Giant was unaware, but yeah, we were kind of creeped out. There was even a tree for a good year that had a bumper wedged in between the fork of the tree as it was growing up. So there was an accident back there where the bumps were. You had the little road bridges, I guess you would say, for the creek. And somebody must have been flying pretty fast, and that bumper was stuck in there. I still remember it. I can almost picture the same tree that it was in again for the past couple years back that it was there. It was a red bumper. I want to say it was off of a Civic. I don't know why I say Civic. I have no idea. But it was just a red bumper just wedged in the fork of a tree. So Caitlin, thank you for all the hearts. I appreciate you guys. Really my normal thing, but I used to do this when I was on Xbox's Mixer channel. I'd just do a night drive because just driving by myself and just hit this up, and so somewhere back in there was a live, and you'll see some of these. Wow, Shadow, I hope even at 80 miles an hour, I hope everybody was okay with that crash and nothing happened. And obviously justice was served. It is currently 2:26. I'm on the East Coast, Eastern Standard Time. I appreciate that, Caitlin. Like I said, there's plenty of cops out here. What was it? The other night, I turned down the road, going the opposite direction, and I was at a light, getting ready to turn on one of these roads here, and behind a couple cars trying to make the left, I didn't see any lights, but I heard the cop whoop whoop, and I'm looking around me trying to figure out where the cop was. Couldn't figure it out, but I knew there was a car behind me. So once those two cars moved out of the way, I continued on with my turn, and I looked in my mirror, and that was a cop that was behind me. Finally got to an opening where they were able to zigzag, and they were able to go around me. When they did that, all of a sudden there was a cop behind me again, another one. So there was actually two behind me. I had no idea, but they were again hauling ass down the road. Up ahead a little bit, and unfortunately this guy's got his brights on, but we'll leave him at it. They is this the road? So yeah, a little bit, a couple houses back there, there's a fence line, and that fence line has, or had, before the couple years ago, one of the hurricanes, they had mannequins all up and down. We were like, again, this is one of the first times we were driving up and down these roads, and the mannequins were just up on the fence, perched up there, legs up in the air, torsos, and you know, you get that creepy vibe of, man, we're out here in the middle of the woods, you don't know what to expect. Caitlin, you can just blame autocorrect. Oh boy, we're gonna... Milfman. It was just legs. It was the bottom half of the mannequin, legs up in the air on a couple posts, a couple other posts. I guess I had the upper torso. It was never like a full mannequin. It was always like body parts, mostly torsos and legs. Some of them had their arms, not all of them had their arms, but they did have their heads. And Kaylin's asking how old I am. I just turned 52. So, restarted. I'm 2 years old again. Thank you for the heads up. Yeah, what's funny is my brother's 6 years younger, and I look younger than him. I definitely don't act my age. In case I didn't tell you, Cougar Man, happy belated birthday from a month ago. I'm sure I probably did say it back then, but just in case, let's cover our bases. On the left, which you guys cannot see in the dark, there is they got some, like, I don't even know how to explain it. Not really tree houses, but they got some houses like what are they called? It's not a teepee, like a uduk or something like that. I forgot the name of it. But it's circular and it has a roof on it, and they've built a few things. Everything's in bright colors. I believe, if I recall, it's like a from my research, it's like a Buddhist temple, and supposedly there's like a monk or two that's buried in there. So one of these days I'm gonna try to swing by there during the day and see if I can go in and record and maybe do an interview with the people that live there. See if it's, acceptable. So it's really interesting when you're driving past some of these places and then you just kind of like jot a note down to check out this landmark that you've just by happenstance looked over and found, and just trying to learn a little bit more. Did I do anything for my birthday? I took the week off. Let's see, I streamed Avowed the day that it was released. Did Gaming After Dark on Nuke Nukem's channel. We ended up going to Gainesville. It says it's in Ocala, but it looked like it was more in Gainesville than Ocala. But we went to the Florida's National Natural History? Florida Museum of Natural History, that's what it was. I do have the video recorded and edited, but I think I'm going to do it's kind of long. So Death Dealer took over on that. I have the 360 video where it's in my backpack and you guys follow along with me. And then we have the DJI Pocket 3 where she's doing the vlog style. I let her take over on the vlog part, and we meet up a couple times. That was right outside of there. I wanted to do the swampland or the wetlands is what it was called. So I wanted to do the wetlands, and we were lost. Come to find out, we were lost in the right direction, and we found the wetland section. And I had it all as one big video, and so I'm debating on if I'm going to break it up a little bit and trying to clean it up. It's just the cuts are just too drastic to go from one thing to the next, so I want to soften them up. So I'll have to redo the video. I'm laggy. I'm sorry, but that's the unfortunate part of being. Let's see. Yes, it was February 19th. Mark that on your calendar. Oh my God, I thought I saw something too close to my face. Oh no. Something scary. Well, hopefully it's nothing too bad. It's doing it again. The laggy part, I'm so sorry. Again, I'm in the middle of nowhere. I don't know if you noticed, but not very many, definitely, there's no city here. February 10th was my birthday. I turned 15. Oh, well, happy birthday. Happy belated birthday. Yeah, my anniversary with my wife is on the 16th. My mom's birthday is on the 13th. One of my uncle's birthday was right around the corner too. I just can't remember the exact day. Cougar Man also says happy belated birthday, Caitlin. Congratulations. Well, thank you. If you're wondering what all this construction's about, they're actually widening the road, and they're gonna make it more like a 2 lanes coming and going, is from my understanding. Not 100% sure if that's what they're gonna do, or if they're just gonna make it an extra lane wider and then have like the center lane like more of a median, or what. But I believe it's actually going to be 2 lanes coming and going. Cougar Man says, happy wedding anniversary. Thank you, appreciate it. I just hope today I have to go. All right, thank you for stopping in, and appreciate it. Again, happy belated birthday, Caitlin, and you have a good night. How long have I been married? 11 years. 11 years? 12 years. Wow, 12 years. Yeah, I got married late in life. No problem, Caitlin. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, my anniversary is a couple days before my birthday. So we have Valentine's Day. Well, we have my mom's birthday, Valentine's Day, my anniversary, my birthday, and then we go from there. So we typically, like this year, we did Valentine's Day. We went to Sir Henry's haunted trail for Love's Revenge, and so that was our Valentine's night, date night, even though we brought Mom with us and Tiny Giant. You know, make it a family thing. And then for our anniversary, I just cooked for Death Dealer. Made chicken souvlaki, which is basically chicken shish kebab with Greek seasoning and all that. That's one of our favorites since we've been together. Guy that's behind that's impatient, so they'll probably swing around me. Nope, he turned off. Wow, go figure. So impatient, he had to hurry up and turn off. You love the fact that we spend Valentine's Day as a family. More people should do that. Yeah, I mean, you know, and that's the thing though, is every once in a while I'll get Death Dealer flowers, or I'll buy her chocolate out of the blue. I'll buy her some cookies, you know, just because. And for her, we did one Valentine's Day and like an actual date. And the funny part is, we did a double date with her brother and his wife. And you know, that was when we were dating. That was one of our first Valentine's Day dates. And I ended up working near a hoity-toity area. I found a restaurant, and I went in and secured the reservation in person and everything. So told them about it. Everybody was excited. We show up that night, and the reservation wasn't there. And when I described the person that wrote it down and told me, they're like, oh yeah, she does that kind of stuff. Like, she pretended, she wrote it down and then just erased it, like got rid of it. So they ended up finding us a seat, and we sat down, and that was like the only time. It was a nice romantic night, but it was also a horrible night at the same time. It was just because of, you know, show up to a restaurant that you have reservations for, and your reservation's not even there. Like you just showed up and made it up, and it didn't exist. You know, so stuff like that, and just again, it was a hoity-toity area where that part of the city, people are a little bit more on the snobby side, and we're more realistic and polite, or at least we try to be. Try to set the example. And you know, ever since then, we just we've done our own thing. And since we found Sir Henry's and his Valentine's haunt, we go there for Valentine's. So we'll pick something up on the way. Typically, because if Tiny Giant comes with us, we don't have much time. She gets out of school, and then we just like drive straight there because it's such a far drive for us to get there. And so with doing that, you know, we'll find a place to eat on the road and get food as we go. Is this the brother she won't let drive? That could be any brother. She won't let her brothers drive. So there's only one sister she lets drive. Everybody else she doesn't let drive. I don't let them drive me either. The one sister I let drive by accident, and yeah, I'm never letting that happen again. But yes, the Marine is the only one that's allowed to drive. I don't know. I don't know how people have jobs like that when they're like that, but I guess you stick with your own kind sometimes. That's I think that's what it was, that I was not their ideal person to be eating there. And my reservation was quickly snuffed out. How far of a drive is it? This is part of a 3-hour drive. I've already been driving for a while before I started this. I did start a live video, but I had it unlisted, and for some reason, because it was unlisted, nobody could see it at all, so I had to restart it. And so when I get a little closer to the destination, I'll end it. But yeah, well, it takes 2 to 3 hours depending on, you know, situations. Hey, what's going on, RSJ fan? How you've been? So basically they drive like people doing Crazy Taxi. Crazy Taxi's probably a little bit safer. Playing some Motorfest. Oh, nice. Thanks for stopping in while you're playing. I can't be in a car that long and get motion sickness. Yeah, I used to drive down to Miami and go all the way down to the Keys, and that drive alone was anywhere from 10 to 12 hours. I would also drive from Florida to South Carolina, and that drive was also about 8 to 10 hours. So I'm used to driving a lot. Marche fan says, seen that you were streaming. Oh, see, this is why I put it on live, so that way you guys can see and watch and keep me from being bored out of my mind. If you're in the car longer than 15 minutes, you get sick. Man, that sucks, man. Is that while you're driving, or is it just as a passenger? Because I know Death Dealer can't be in a car more than a certain amount of time too. So we gotta stop, pull over, and get her out, to walk around a little bit. She gets angry and sick at the same time. Not really sick, it just stir crazy, I guess. I do enjoy chatting with you. Well, I appreciate it. I enjoyed chatting with you too. I actually enjoyed playing games with you too. You know, Redfall was fun times. Yeah, yes it was. Yep. As the passenger, you don't drive. I loved that game with friends. Yes. You know what's funny is I popped it on the other night, a week or two ago, and made me realize the only reason why I had fun with the game, well, I knew why I had fun with the game is because I was playing with you guys. But it made me realize how much more fun I had playing with you guys than I did by myself. And I do remember playing by myself before I played with you guys. And Redfall wasn't that bad. And I know it's better now, even though they stopped supporting it and you know, doing, you know, more stuff. But yeah, it just trying to get back into it and play some more. I'm definitely gonna have to play with friends, because there's no way that this is gonna work out. You know what I mean? It was just fun, and not fun without friends. Here where I live, I could take the train anywhere. How long is the drive to Sir Henry's? About a 2-hour drive. You also got to remember when Tiny Giant gets out and we're headed there like on a Friday. Yeah, it's like the 4 o'clock hour. So, you know, running into traffic. So when you do that, it's a lot of stop and go, which add them on there. So I've had over 2 hours to get there, and I've had under 2 hours. I need to get home internet so I can play online. Yes. Well, when you're able to, you know what to do. RSJ fan is a good player to hook up with and play some games. Like I said, we've played in the community game nights together several times. We've done like Redfall. There was 4 of us playing. We've played Fortnite and other things. See, she even said, just let me know and I'll join you. New York City's traffic is terrible. Yeah. See, the problem is with Florida, there's a lot of areas where they don't pre-plan for what the population will be. They plan it on where it's at right now and how they're going to fix it. And then by the time the plan goes into action, it's already 10 years behind. So you're already building 10 to 20 years ago information compared to now. So with all that being said, it's yeah, they're behind. They never pre-plan. There are certain counties that have done better, but again, Florida's booming. You have a lot of people from New York and California before the election just flying in here and buying everything up, and then you know these house prices are insane that people that live here can't even afford to live here. In case you're wondering, that's the Popo. Did you go to the convention in Pensacola? No, I wanted to go. If I recall, a year or two ago, Steve Downs was there, which is the voice of Master Chief. I really, really wanted to go, but you know, sometimes things don't pan out. Have you ever played games with Perry? Yes. We did I want to say I did a stream where we were playing, maybe, I believe we were doing a stream. He sent me that modified Xbox, and we were playing the GoldenEye. We were playing 007 GoldenEye, and I even had Tiny Giant jump on. It was Frank and Perry, myself, and Tiny Giant, and let's put it bluntly, I wiped the floor with them. So apparently my skills didn't feather out as I aged, and they had more experience playing it than I did more recently, if you know what I mean. But yeah, we've played Call of Duty. We've played a lot of games together. Welcome back, Shadow. Thanks for coming back. People from New York to Florida because it's expensive here. Trust me, it's usually New Yorkers move to Florida or Atlanta. See, the problem is it's expensive there, but when you come down here, you're like, holy cow, it's so cheap. But yet it's not cheap because you're spending more money. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, it costs you $10 over there, but you come down here and it costs you $5, and you're like, holy crap, that's cheap. But in the meantime, what everybody down here can afford is 50 cents. So you're going, $5 is cheap, yeah, no problem. But what was worth 50 cents is now jacked up to $5. So those that could afford 50 cents can't afford $5 anymore. You know what I'm saying? And I get it because it's half the price coming down here, and it's no longer the same price anymore. You know what I mean? You're saving so much money. Where the heck did you come from? You must have crossed over. I don't even know where this guy ended up going. Because he was like in the left-hand oncoming lane somehow. New area unlocked, yeah. Bro, everywhere is expensive. So rare for the cheap areas. Yeah, we were in this area. There was a lot of people that were just getting by. Now it's even harder to get by, and I understand it's not just this or that, but I've seen it and I've heard the comments of, wow, this is so cheap compared to where I came from. And I'm like, yeah, but it's expensive to where we are here. New York's everywhere is cheap. I understand what you're saying. I just came back from New York a couple weeks ago. Oh, nice. Whereabouts in New York did you go, Shadow? I'm back to Germany. Oh, nice. So, when you went to New York, were you visiting? Or is it the other way around? Visiting family. Nice. It's always good to go back home to visit. How's the weather in Germany right now? I'm just curious. Might get some more fog up here in this area. You have any craziness near you? Are you asking me or Shadow? Shadow says Germany doesn't have any crazies. Oh, casinos. My bad. My bad. Read it wrong. I was gonna say we're in Florida. We're surrounded by crazy, but we have casinos too. Says we have crazy here in West Virginia as well. How long was the flight? Berlin was like 70% Las Vegas, and I mean casinos. 11-hour flight. How far are the casino? You know, it's funny is we have actual Seminole Indian Reservation casinos. They're all over the place. Let's see. If you go, Hollywood has a Seminole Hard Rock Casino. Hollywood, Florida, that is. Who else has one? Who else has one? Tampa has a Hard Rock Seminole Casino. If you look in the cities, they have these what they call arcades, and they're like little strip malls, and they're like little mini casinos, but they're, you know, all they are slot machines. So you put your, you know, your quarters in there, and a lot of the old people will just waste away their time socializing in those places and popping quarters and nickels and dimes. been on a plane before. I'm scared of flying. I'll tell you what, Cougar Man, flying's fun. I don't know if you guys pay attention out here. There's a lot of deer off on the side. I just saw one as we passed before the truck passed us. So I don't know if you're able to see that or if the light was blinding the camera. But off on the right and off on the left, you'll see some deer. You'll probably see it better on the right hand. But yeah, we just passed one. But I was going to say, when you're younger, it's easier to get on a plane to get used to it than when you are older. Because I used to have fun when I traveled and fly on the plane. And the last couple of times I was a little bit more aware of my mortal being. Oh, there's a few on the left there we just passed. I can't really point them out before the camera sees them, because by the time I see them, it's, for me, there's some more right there on the left, but you can't really tell. Yeah, I think maybe by the time I see them, you guys are seeing them too. It'd be nice if we get some more on the right, because the light shines better on the right. But yeah, my buddy was driving down this road in particular years back, probably a good 20 years back, and he was like, wow, that deer's keeping up with me. He was doing about 60, so yeah, he was speeding. The deer was keeping up with him, and he was just like mesmerized just watching this deer running alongside the car. And all of a sudden it just said nope, and turned around and ran right into the car, dented the car up and everything. Ran right into his door. He's like, nobody's gonna ever believe this. People say your ears hurt. Well, it's the pressure. And what I would do when you go on a plane, I had to show my wife this. She's been on planes before too, and she didn't realize. But you bring chewing gum. So as you're chewing the chewing gum, it forces you to swallow the spit, and it helps you pop. Benj, what's going on, brother? Thanks for stopping in. Are you gonna be streaming later on this morning? Been in City Life or New York. And Game Complainers, what's going on? He says, I'm here. Ben says, possibly. Okay. Yeah, I saw you put out a video yesterday. You're streaming Avowed again. Game Complainer says, I'm awake. Yo Perry, yo Benj. The final boss Perry. Probably won't be playing Avowed again, LOL. I didn't see the stream, so I know you streamed. I saw the the thumbnail pop up. I didn't get a chance to check it out. Did you not like it, or you just wanted to play something else? Forgive me if you hear some noise. Oh, so there's some more down the left. Trying to open up a chocolate so I can eat something to keep me going. Game Complainer says, setting everything up for tomorrow for the birthday party this weekend. I got the cakes from Carvel yesterday. Nice, 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 nice. Yeah, that reminds me. We didn't even have a cake for my birthday, not even cupcakes. So we'll probably end up doing something this weekend for it because we just didn't think about it. Veg says the game is okay, just very boring in some areas. And way too much dialogue. Yeah, I can agree with you. Joe says I ain't leaving the stream for another 20 minutes or so. Alright, cool, bro. RSJ fan, I had to check on something. What'd I miss? Well, Game Complainers is here. Venge is here. He was streaming. He'll probably end up streaming something a little bit later. I don't know when you left out, but Shadow was in New York for a couple weeks visiting family. Cake needs to be had on a birthday. Yes, it does. Like I said, we were just all over the place. Phone blew up with between Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. So I was making sure that I thanked everybody and liked everyone's birthday wishes and all that fun stuff. Man, I had B-dubs last night. Lots of strawberry, lemonade, and cherry limeade was fantastic there. B-dubs. I'm unfamiliar with that right now. I don't know if it's because it's late or not paying attention. I don't remember what B-dubs was. So anyway, yeah, moving on. I'm glad you enjoyed your time. Buffalo Wild Wings. There you go. That's what it was. That's why I was like, wait a second. I'm pondering. I'm like, I know I've heard this before. Yeah, Buffalo Wild Wings. There you go. We had them around here. A couple of them closed up. I know there's some around here somewhere, but I think they're like an hour away from where I'm at. The closer ones have closed up shop. I love me some plain chicken wings. You know, some of my friends say that too now, because my buddy Threelos and another buddy Dougie, they ended up, oh, by the way, in case you, heads up for you guys, Threelos, I'm going to do, we've had some stories, and I've kind of told some of the stories before, but I'm going to do a Breaking Bread with Threelos, and we'll find some place, and one of the stories I want to go and get some, I already told him, I said, we're going to get the hottest wings possible, and I'm like, here's the best part, you can't drink beer because we're not allowed to drink for these podcasts. I just made it up for him. I don't care if anybody drinks or not. It's up to them. But we're going to talk about one of the stories, and we're going to be eating some hot wings, and we're going to be sniffling through it all. So we'll do Breaking Bread like that for that. But anyway, Doogie and Threelos decided that, you know, because they're smokers, they're going to go outside and smoke. They left me with their food by myself at Buffalo Wild Wings. Well, we had already ordered the wings at the temperatures we liked them. We also ordered a side of the hottest stuff that they had because we wanted to try it out. So we got a little cup of that. Well, when they left, I took a drumstick and I dipped it in there, and then I put it back in underneath some of the other wings, so it wasn't like nonchalantly. So when they came back, they started eating wings again. Well, and it was perfect timing. They both dipped into the same not the same wing, but the same drumstick that I dipped in at the same time with their you know, they're each their own drumstick. They're both eating it at the same time, and they're both dying out of nowhere. They were not expecting it. It was the funniest thing ever. Dread, do you play FPS games? I mostly play FPS games. I streamed Avowed on last Tuesday. While I was working on streams I was setting up for, I was playing Fear 2. What else was I doing? I usually play Halo. Yeah, so I do a lot of FPS. So again, my channel is a mixed bag of everything. We were even talking about Redfall with RSJ Fan. We ended up playing together. Perry and I were talking about it earlier. We're playing 007 GoldenEye on the modded Xboxes. What devices do I use? Because you have some suggestions. When you say devices, what do you mean? Capture cards, consoles, cameras? What's up? I'm all ears. I'm happy we got that 007 game. Me too. Consoles. Okay, yeah. I'm all ears. What you got? Laptop, PC, mobile. Okay. What I do the 2 PC streaming method, but the second PC is actually the Xbox or the Switch or the PlayStation. So whatever I'm playing on is actually the second PC, and then my main PC, which is also my editing PC, that's my streamer. And I have a Switch that I flip back and forth. So most of the consoles can just kind of sit where they're at, and there's been times that I've streamed watching OBS, so I've been playing with lag and not even realized it. I've got Escape from Tarkov on PC. Oh, nice! I want to play that game. You know, what's funny is I was expecting to play Stalker 2. And I remember downloading it. I want to say I loaded it, but I don't remember that I actually loaded it. Also, Arena Breakout for mobile. Oh, nice. I've been playing, it's called Atlas Earth, where you actually earn money. And I've already earned like 36 cents in the past 3 weeks. Been just testing it out. I might do a video on it. Your iPhone 16. Yeah, no, this is, yes, for those that don't know, Perry's messing with me. This is the S25, what am I saying? The Samsung S25 Ultra. Shadow says I've heard of it. Nice. Yeah, I've been meaning to do like a video on all the stuff that I have in the PC build that I use for editing, and it's just, back then it was good specs when I built it. Now the specs are iffy, but I'm maxed out. I'm on the AM4, AMD's AM4 platform, and I'm maxed out on that. And then I got a 4080 last year, because I was on a 1660. But before that, I was on a 4-core AMD, which was, what was it? I forgot what it's called. up getting a black version of that chip. It was something black. And again, that was a pre-made PC, you know, Hewlett Packard, no, HP. It's an HP. And, you know, did some upgrades here and there. I recommend 5060 is the only 8GB RAM. Worst. Yeah, I'd agree with that. I've heard of it. Okay, I recommend playing Arena Breakout on your phone if you don't have any other device on you. It's extremely fun. It's an extraction shooter game. Oh, that's pretty cool. I'll have to try it out. And it's called Arena or Arena Breakout, because you put Breakout lowercase. So I'm gonna assume it's Arena Breakout. I'll try it out. Realistic insane detail. Huh. RJ fan says, game complainers, I agree with you on that. Yeah, we could all agree on that. That was a horrible, you know, the more and more news that comes out on the 50 series graphics cards from NVIDIA, the more and more depressing it sounds for the price performance. Oh yeah, I need 12 GB to 16 GB. Yeah, definitely minimum of 8. But even then, I would not recommend that. If you can afford, go with 12 minimum. But I mean, if you can't afford it, then go for 8. But yeah, definitely don't do 6. But 8's on the way out, so why even waste the money on an 8? Go for 12 to 16. Let's see. I don't understand their decision to make only 8. Yeah, I don't get it either. Again, it's on the way out. Why even bother? Why even bother doing the lowest common denominator that's not going to be a factor anymore? So let's not do that anymore. All right, we're gonna black out for a little bit. Can we do this? Hey, what's up, everybody? So we'll do it this way for now. Yeah, definitely go for 12, 16 or more. That's why I want the 5090 for the 32. But with all, like I said, with all the bad press, I'm not too happy with it. But again, I'm also looking at it for editing more so than gameplay, because my PC is mainly used for streaming. So if I'm using consoles to play, the PC is more of a streamer. But I'm also using it for editing, and my laptop, and I don't plan on upgrading my laptop for at least another couple of years. The laptop's an AMD with a NVIDIA 4070, and I'm loving it. I'm happy with my 4080 that I have right now, but again, you know, I want to build up, but I'm hesitant. I'm hesitant to spend that kind of money. They got some sort of construction going on here. They got the whole road opened up. Don't want the popo pulling me over for being on the phone. I'm gonna have to go in like 2 or 7 minutes. I have to go to school, college. All right, Shadow. No problem. I appreciate you coming in. I'm gonna go too in a few minutes anyway. I appreciate you guys having a good conversation with me. 4070 Super here and happy, yes. I'm going to stick with my 4070 Super for a while. That's the way to go, Venge. I have 2 other PCs with 4070. One of them I use for streaming, and the other is for secondary. Dread is headed to the strip joint in New York City to meet Milfman. Well, he's paying my way in. So, yeah, so Milfman's paying my way into all the clubs. I'm getting VIP treatment with Milfman's cash flow backing it. $30.80 on my streaming PC says, Game Complainers, Dread, when is your next stream or video? I have, I put it in here in the chat, but I have Files of Horror. If you put at Files of Horror as one word, I've got interviews that are releasing for the next couple weeks in March. I have a couple horror shorts. It's all horror stuff. And then I have Dread FPV. So if you at Dread FPV, that's my drone channel. I have some videos dropping there also. Every day I have, almost every day I have shorts dropping. 12 o'clock Eastern PM. So 12 o'clock PM Eastern. And my next stream, I am not sure. I was wanting to start doing more streams on a regular basis, but this was just a one-off. So, but yeah, I've got, like I said, I got the museum that I've already put up. I'm gonna go back through and redo it, and in 2 weeks I have another convention. So it's St. Petersburg Comic Con. So I'm gonna go there and have a convention. So I'll get some recordings there. I'm gonna try to do some live while I'm there, and that'll be like a Friday/Saturday. All right, thanks again, Shadow. Have a good day at school, brother. Interview Tom Servini. He hates everyone. Hey, maybe Tom Servini won't hate me when I interview him, because I don't do normal interviews. And, you know, breaking bread with Dread might be his thing to be okay with it. Just so you guys know, I'm here at the location, so I got to get going. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for stopping in. And make sure you guys like, subscribe, share this out, fun stuff. Cook him pasta, he might be love you. Okay. Or take him some Olive Garden? I don't think so, brother. I don't think so. I'll do some real Greek food, and he'll enjoy that. That'll be the closest thing to. So, anywho, like, share, subscribe. He should be streaming sometime later on today, hopefully. And then you got the Game Complainers every Wednesday, and then Perry's also on Gaming After Dark on Tuesdays, Noof's channel, Noof Nukem. So thanks to RFJ fan for stopping in. Thank you, Shadow, for stopping in. And who was the other one? What was his name? Give me a second. Give me a second. Caitlin was here too, so thank her. Thank you to her. And it was also her birthday. I believe she said was on the 10th. So happy belated birthday to her. And Robert Martinez stopped in and said safe travels. So I appreciate. I'm sure he was probably lurking this whole time. And let's see. Yeah, that's it. See you guys. Have a good night.